Good morning. It is 6:55 a.m. on Wednesday, March 15th, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Recording later than usual today because Luna took forever outside this morning. I believe that the snow had a couple of things to do with that. First and foremost, it did snow a fair amount yesterday. Uh, I think it was less than a foot ultimately. So not, like the biggest snowstorm in history or anything, but it was significant. And I think a big part of it, the significance was really just that around midday, it was coming down really hard. I mean, most of the snow came down in probably the space of 2, 3 hours. Um, but so what that means is where I live, the streets have been plowed. Even the parking lot of my building has kind of been plowed a little bit. But what that does is block the sidewalks, and that makes it hard for Luna and I to walk where we would normally walk. So there's that. And then what also happened yesterday is as the snow finished up, the as the snow finished up, the weather kind of turned to sort of a freezing rain. So what we have out there is a fair amount of snow with like the top couple of inches of it is all hard and kind of crusty. And I think what that did is it sealed in all the smells. And so Luna was walking around looking for places that smell interesting in order to do her business and was not finding them. So we walked hither and yon and back again and into the next county and then back again, and it took forever. And she finally went, but it just, by that time my face was really cold and I was just regretting every choice I've ever made. And no, that's not true. But yeah, it did take a long time. I was really cold and very glad to be coming back in. I was really on the verge of just having, like, if she at least pees every time I take her out, that's usually okay because she can save up a poop. But yeah, giant muggo tea. Christmas it is. Um, so back to work today, as per usual. I managed to get some stuff done yesterday. Sure did. One of the things though that I did, once the day was over, I caught up on the show Legion, which is on FX. And this is a weird show. I tweeted yesterday just asking, like, how is this even a real show? It feels made up. And I suggested that it felt like Wes Anderson and Brian Fuller had a baby who loves comic books. And in case anyone is not sure who Brian Fuller is, he's done a number of great TV shows, but Pushing Daisies and most recently Hannibal are his shows. And even though he doesn't have anything to do with this one, I don't think it's Noah Hawley, who's also responsible for the excellent Fargo TV show. There's definitely some stylistic similarity, I think, in the sense that the show is just super weird and the visuals are very stylized, and it's just like there's a tonal quality to it, a surrealistic sort of sense. And boy, I really like it, but it's definitely a show that is too weird to just say, oh yeah, everybody should watch it. I mean, I suppose it's easy enough to tell people, like, well, everyone should watch the first episode, and then that'll tell you whether or not you're interested in continuing to watch. Um, what I would tell people is if you watch the first episode, it's like, yep, keeps going like that. And in fact, actually, I think it probably only gets weirder and more surreal from there. I have a gingerbread tea in here right now, which is actually a blend of black tea and rooibos tea. But my little Loch Ness Monster tea strainer here, the holes are too big, and some of the little rooibos pieces escape and are floating in the water. And it's, I mean, it tastes fine, but it makes it slightly less appealing to drink. It's like I'm not supposed to be drinking that part. But what are you gonna do? So, I've got to get ready for work, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes. And we should finally have the return of so many levels tonight. So, uh, got to get moving. Talk to you later. Tomorrow for 5 more minutes. You know the thing.